when the new team member is coming on the final interview, find out what's the $20 item in their life which they're buying almost on daily basis or just loves a lot, which they cannot live without. First of all, welcome everyone for this particular conference, and definitely if you're here, you are trying to be smarter every single day more than you have been yesterday, and this is definitely supposed to be the right room for you. Subject from my end will be how to handle the remote team and making sure that retention there is low and the high talents are staying with you for longer. This is actually what is happening with me. So short background, I'm in e-commerce business. We have advertising agency which has existed already over 4 years, and we are right now 34 team members. Our maximum rate of the members was 44. It was 1.5 years ago. We realized one thing, which is I'm going to be sharing with you today, that we have to handle the team properly, and then we have less team members. We need less team members because we found out how many useless people were in our team, unfortunately. And after we realized that, we adapted and changed our structure. And from now on, we were like over a year 31 team member, and right now 34. So recently we start hiring for media buying more. And guess what? We made the double revenue for our clients with the less people. So just by building the structure which we built helped us a lot optimize our agency, optimize our workspace, and control the team members and motivate them for more. So I'm going to be step by step explaining to you what exactly working for us on the remote team. And please make sure that you'll make a notes and you feel free to ask questions after I finish it, because like definitely if you are agency owner or any other company which has a remote team, ask me questions about that, because we have a lot of great stuff which is working for us for 4 years, and our retention of the team members less than 3% a year. So like it's super low, and all the team motivated to work, all the team is actually high skilled, and this is what I'm going to be speaking about. The first thing is what will hold your team with you for longer is the culture. And culture, and as well very important, is the leadership skills from your end. If you're a good leader, they will follow you. If you're a bad leader, you need to find out a good leader who's gonna be taking care of the team and they follow him. If you're just visionary person, for example, me, I'm a CEO of the agency, I'm the founder, and at the same time, like I'm a visionary person. So I always look into the future, what's gonna be next in a couple of years. And the most important here, I'm sharing with my team all the time where are we going. It's a good stuff, but it doesn't help you to handle the team in the right way. If you're going to be speaking all the time about your vision, where you're going, your team won't be appreciated, and you won't have any kind of strong feelings on the remote side that people want to stay with you. But when I changed that approach 2.5 years ago to, hey guys, may I ask you, where are you want to go? What's your opinion about my vision and our journey, where we're going? What exactly important for you? And guess what? From that moment, a lot of changes happened. Like I start hearing the team, and actually what I was pushing them for, they have similar goals, but since I ask them what's important for them, they start reacting on the things completely differently, even if we have exactly the same vision, exactly the same goals, or quite similar. But I start asking them, what's important for you? Where you want to be in a couple of years? And by doing this practice with my leadership team, with the top management, I realized that, okay, so we are going all, pretty much in the same direction, but now I know that they understand that it's their goal, not mine. And I'm repeating that time to time, every quarter, even every months, every 1.5 months, quite often, like if anything changed. Because you need to understand that if you're gonna be care of your company, care of your team, doesn't matter if they're remote or they're in the office. For them, very important to have a feeling of being in the right room with the right people and following the goals which are related to their goals. So basically, we are coming back to the first point, is the culture. This is how you create in your culture when you're sharing your goals, your vision with your team and asking them if they are in the same spot with you. If not, ask them, okay, what's wrong? Share with me, please, what exactly you would like to see differently. So according to the answers, you just correct your vision in the way how they want to hear that. And by that being said, you have the same vision, but you're just speaking on their language, which is related to their mindset, to their vision on their side. And it's creating like strong feeling of understanding each other when you have with them meetings when you're giving them tasks. They understand that those tasks, it's not just has to be done because it's their working spot. It's just tasks to bring which is going to be done and bring them closer to their goals. So that's about the culture. In our culture, we have very important quote that we can manage. Whatever it takes, whatever has happened, we can manage. And this is, I believe, what was super strong quote created during the journey, because we had so many pitfalls, especially I never created any team before, I never managed team before, and especially team on remote. And we suddenly in 2020, from 2 team members jump into 12, after that into 19, and after that we were over 30 team members, and by 2022 we were 44, and we were just learning on the go. And that's the thing, when I start understanding the practical stuff, that building the culture and sharing with them your vision and asking them if they agree with that and what they would like to adjust, that was the big game changer in terms of retention of the team. We were having team members in sales, team members in media buying who were coming and leaving. But from that moment, when we start speaking about what's important for my team, we start building stronger relationships. And the strongest people who were at the beginning became team leaders. And from that moment, already for over 3 years, all the team leaders staying with me and helping me just build a strong culture with anyone who is coming new. And how to do that? Yes, so vision is important, but as well you have to find out by asking them questions, their why. So when you ask their questions, you're correcting your visions according to make things more understandable for them. But as well, make sure that you're asking why they are doing it, why they are in this industry, what's important for them, if they have a family. Find out what's the real why of working with you in your company and in this particular industry. And when you will get each of the team members why, you will understand how to speak to him personally and how to drive him more, to motivate him more, and how to drive him into the right direction. Especially the sales team. I was coaching and training by myself from the beginning. And usually sales team, it's the most supposed to be the most weakest part of retention in the company, where they're supposed to be changed quite often if they're not delivering. In our end, we had 15 sales team members 2.5 years ago, and right now we are only 5. 1 sales manager and 4 sales reps. By speaking to them on daily basis, I became closer than their parents, than their spouse. Because with the manager, for example, I'm speaking every second or every single day on the phone, even Sundays. What's our goal? Where are we going? What's going on in the department? How we can achieve? What about micromanagement? And here is the point where we are speaking about all that stuff daily basis. You just repeating yourself, and it sounds crazy, you repeat yourself again and again. But the thing is, you need to speak to your team and remind them the core values, remind them the vision, remind them the plan, how to achieve the goals. And because I notice when you are not missing the days and you stop speaking to the team who are working on remote, who are not seeing you on daily, who are most of the time with you on the phone, you losing their attention. It's a human being, because there is a lot of distraction on remote. Yes, if you're working from home, you're understanding that, okay, I have a fridge next to me, I have a Sony PlayStation next to me, I have a spouse next to me. Like, I have a lot of distractions which I can do instead of work. But when you always reminding them about where they're going and how they can achieve that and what steps need to be taken, they are focusing on work so hard that nothing else is really important for them. And in this case, like, everyone has smooth lifestyle, everyone has smooth workflow, but they know why they are doing that. Lifestyle and the workflow, it's another point, flexibility. On remote, you create for your team flexibility. And this is another thing which is I'm reminding them all the time and coaching them on building the flexible lifestyle to themselves. This is, I believe, the strongest thing which is keeping our team on remote, almost with no retention, because we don't have 8-hour schedule, 9-hour schedule, like 80 hours a week, nothing like that. We have simply, like, I have a team. I'm basically from Ukraine. I'm in US right now, but living in Portugal. So, like, traveling a lot for networking, for events. And my team, mostly in Europe, Ukraine, Serbia, Spain, Argentina, and all the team members are there. They have different time zone with US, and our clients, US, Australia, Canada. 80% US. And basically, sometimes they're working 2 a.m., sometimes they're working 1 a.m., sometimes even some of them awake 4 a.m. Some media buyers on the scaling phase, they could be awake at night. But you know what? During the day, they are working as well. But from another side, during the day, they're as well handling their life how they wish. They can go to the cinema, they can go shopping, they can do dating, they can do whatever they want. The most important, each of them has their KPIs, they have their tasks for the day, and very important, task has to be done. This is what we learn it for ourselves. Like, if person is like from A to Z, 8 hours has to sit next to the laptop and being always online during these 8 hours, it will be exactly those 8 hours, and that's all. And they will be hating everything, because again, next to them, they have a lot of distractions and they need to be focused only here. And when you're giving them flexibility, they are going to be only here because they have a goal, they have vision, they have why. And all those distractions would be not care for them, because now it's their decision to focus on what has to be done. And they know that anytime they can stand up and go and do whatever they need in their personal life, just because we allow them. And we know that, okay, 2 p.m. he is working, 5 p.m. he is somewhere, 7 p.m. he is back and doing again work. And all this kind of flexibility allows them to travel. Like, I have sales guys who are like my sales manager. He was 7 months in Thailand. He coming back to Sweden. After that, he traveling to Spain, and after that, he going back to Sweden. After get again to Thailand, and he's doing that for 4 years. And he's managing the team on remote all the way on the go. The same sales guys. Today he's in Georgia. Tomorrow he's in Dubai. Today he's in Ukraine. Day after tomorrow he's in Europe. All of them has full flexibilities, but they have schedule. They have schedule which they are relying themselves to, and that's it. If we see that metrics are not following to the KPIs, then this is the question: what's happening? So basically, I'm not telling you, hey, let your team do whatever they want. Obviously, no. First of all, you need to build a culture and understand that team is actually following your vision, following your goals, and following everything what you are saying. Then you have to test it out and give them flexibility. When you're giving them flexibility and explaining them, listen, your department is your own business. Your leads in sales, for example, in sales, your leads, your DMs, your email flow, it's your business. And they don't have basics. By the way, one thing which I missed, none of my team members has a basics. All of them performance-based. All of them, it's a killers who are trained by myself, and they know if they lose the client, they lose the income. If a salesperson won't close the deal, he won't make any money. So they have responsibilities of the entrepreneurial mindset, which I built for them, that each department, it's their own business. If they don't produce the revenue for their business, they're gonna lose and shut down the company. And basically by making these kind of directions and the motivational speeches with them and sharing visions, following their whys and following their KPIs, I'm able to make sure that they are winning. And guess what? My company GSM winning as well. So we are on win-win scenario in the company. That's why we don't have any retention, because people train it to be responsible for extreme ownership of everything what they are doing. They have extreme ownership on their tasks. If they fucked up, sorry for this word, but if they really screwed up, they're gonna be responsible for that. And we're gonna be following why it happened. And if they were doing that because they're lazy or something like that, they won't stay longer with us. So that's why this is very important point, which is giving them possibilities for extreme ownership and understanding them, let them understand by themselves. Because when we fire one person and everyone else seeing that, everyone understanding that if I won't produce, I won't stay here forever. And guess what? There is no basics, but commission is super high, that they have no ceilings for income. One of the highest commissions for our sales guys last year was around 17K. So like 17,000 by working on remote, traveling to different countries and just like doing what he has to be done. That's what motivates him to follow exactly the same for a long time. And they becoming a real A player by doing the things which they understanding they are responsible for. And if they won't complete it, they won't have nothing to eat. They won't have nothing to bring home. They are focused on generating revenue for their own department, for their own business. How to make them stronger? The next point, it's the goals oriented. When every single year starting, now it's 2024 January, we have the same practice already for last 3 years. First year was hard, second year was more or less, the third year was so smooth that I was surprised, because they growing during these years a lot. And the practice is simple. You just sharing with them tasks. I'm doing that all the time with the leaders, top managers in different departments, and with the salespeople, because those people are financially oriented. Okay, because you have definitely some different people, kind of people in your company who wants to be just on the basic and just like be secured and like they're fine. So, but like leadership position, for sure financial oriented. Sales position, for sure financially oriented. So if you don't see any financial oriented person in those kind of positions, you are most probably just hired the wrong person. So those kind of people, I'm just saying, guys, yearly task as always, we have to write the goals. This is what I'm doing by myself since 2016, and my life has been changed completely. And this is what I'm coaching them to do every single year. And now some of them are doing that even on monthly and weekly basis goals. So they have to write at least 12 goals of what they want to achieve during this year, how this practice is working. So the team who is working with me for a while, it's easy to compare the previous years. So now we added the extra point to compare the numbers of the last year. So they started writing goals from the moment. They wrote down the total income of 2023. They writing down the total income of 2023 in yearly, monthly, daily and hourly in average. And hourly, they counted not only 20 working days, they counted 31 working day, because like 31 days in general in the months, 24 hours, not like 7 or 8 hours, because I want them to understand what's actually their time worth. Okay, how much is the time for them costing? And for example, for one guy, it's like $15 per hour. He calculated and like it's going $15 an hour. Another one is like $49 per hour. So they see the numbers per hour for the last year. Whatever, doesn't matter if they were sleeping, they were sick, they were in the flight, they were doing the work. The most important, 365 days, they divide it hourly and they see exactly their income for the past year. Now, the task, they see the numbers from the past year. They take in those numbers and calculate it, how much, and they write it the goal, how much they want to make this year. And if they put like human brain working that way, that they put it, they could write down the number like 20% increments just to be secured, and which is realistic. I will never accept that. I always sending them message back, hey, I'm not accepting, write it down again. And by the way, they doing that everything by hand and pen. I never accept any iPad notes, any MacBook notes, none. Only by hand. They have to write down everything and take a picture and send it to me, because this helps your brain to visualize and understand your numbers and where actually, like, it brings direction to your brain how to achieve those results. So they writing down goals by hand, and when they write down the number which they want to achieve this year, I'm telling them, write down such a big number which is you're gonna be feeling uncomfortable to achieve. And that's the main thing, because human brain trying to be secured, and we are doing everything what we actually want to get in life, not to be just secured. And like, for example, one of the guys, he made 80,000 last year, and he put it for himself 170,000 this year. Why? Because like it's double. But you know what? He started, and first year he made only 30K. It's harder to achieve the year by year double numbers, but if you know the exact vision how to do that, you're able to. So he wrote it down 170. He divided by months, by weeks, by hour, by months, by day, by hours. Now he see the difference between 2023 and 2024, where he want to be, and he started writing down the plan of action, what exactly he has to done to achieve those numbers. So he knows already background. Okay, here's 2023. I closed such many deals. I've done such many things. If they're managers, my team, I'm managing 3 team members. I'm managing those team members who are managing like 5-10 clients each. And like now I know breakdown why I made so much. So what do I need to do in my department to grow my income? Okay, I have to hire a couple of more people. Okay, I have to handle a couple of more clients. I have to close a couple of more deals every single month. And they just like recalculating, and now they clearly understanding their numbers, where they have to go to achieve their goals. And it's every single year giving us advantage at the beginning of the year, because they goal oriented, they know where they're going, and they just following that kind of numbers metrics to achieve. And obviously you cannot just instantly start doubling the deals flow or performance base for your clients, but to get double income. Yes, but you're understanding, today I will do 20% extra. In a month, it's going to be already 60% extra. By the end of the year, I'm going to be exactly on those numbers, which is would help me to achieve maybe not 170, but he put himself at 170, most probably he will achieve 140. But if he would put to himself 100K, he would achieve most probably lower than 100. But when you put yourself the highest numbers, you could do not achieve that by the end of the year, but you achieve much more than was your initial goal. You know what I mean? You're going to be pushing forward yourself harder. And this is what's working for the team quite a lot. And basically, they just logically understanding what they need to do. They have all this calculation on the left side. And on the right side, they write down the 12 goals which they want to achieve in this year. Okay, financial, physical, mental, family, like traveling, whatever is their habits, they writing down, and you know what? They send it to me. It's a super personal, and I really don't put in attention on the personal stuff. For me, very important, because like it's their thing, But for me, very important that they are honest with themselves. I'm keeping them accountable by putting them in the position where they feel themselves uncomfortable sharing their personal stuff with me. It's not on the meetings, it's just between me and each team member, and I'm checking and I'm just saying what's wrong or what's right. When I confirm that everything is right, I just giving them steps to action, how they can achieve. So analyzing and understanding what I can say, what could be great to do right now, today, to become closer to their goals. And they like put the setup in the brain and just following what I said and finding out solutions how to achieve that. How to open a new department, how to hire a couple of more people, how to create the better package, which is going to be more expensive and more valuable. They are brainstorming by themselves because it's their goals and they want to achieve. And I just like build the team of the A players who are always goals oriented all the time. The same we similar doing with media buying. They are not writing goals, but they know where they want to be. They know the vision and they know their why. So again, that's allowed, and we give them flexibility, and that's allowed them to work on their stuff in the way how they want to. One of the another things which is very important to understand, you have to really care about your team. Okay, this is one of the important things which is I just start I care from day one about them, but I start showing that well and with extra touches from the past year. For example, if so you're hiring someone, don't be lazy, just record a short video welcoming your new team member who doesn't know you, who doesn't know culture of your team, culture of your company. Just record the short video where you are welcoming him on the board and explain him what he will get from working with you. We spending over multiple six figures a year, $200,000 to $300,000 a year. Company spending on education of the team members. So I'm basically want to create the highest skills team with the lowest retention. And instead of learning everything by myself only, I'm just finding out the right trainings and sending training for media buying, sending training to the sales department, masterminds and everything. And we spending really significant amount every single year. And this is another thing which is let them appreciate and stay in the company. And when new team member is coming, you just explaining what it's actually about to happen to them. They're going to be growing, they're going to be improving their skills. The income will be growing according to their performance. And I'm just recording 1 minute video, just roughly going through the plan of action and welcoming them. And like the person always feeling appreciated and always feeling blessed to be in the company. One another thing which is just started implementing recently, when the new team member is coming, on the final interview, find out what's the $20 item in their life which they're buying almost on daily basis or just loves a lot, which they cannot live without. Like maybe it's kind of package of donuts. So usually people instantly speaking about the food. It's donuts, it's pepperoni pizza, whatever. But I'm asking, okay, but maybe you like one of the girls loves dolls. She actually collecting dolls and they're like quite cheap. And she like, yeah, this is like my habit. She showed the wall. She has a lot of dolls at home. We're like, wow, nice. So find out what's their small behaviors, what they like a lot, and just like let it go. They answer to you and believe me, they forget immediately. But when you will onboard them on the team, on the company, send them through DHL or something else, what they love a lot. Just send them. It will cost you $20, let's say $30. But send them, and when they join the team, in next day they will receive something next to their door, and they would be amazed. Like for example, one guy, he's from Pakistan. He's our video editor, and a new person. He joined it two months ago, and he was blessed that he said, "I never ever received anything from United States in my life." And he received sweet chocolates, champagne. It was just a Christmas welcome gift because like he just joined it on the Christmas time. It was like beginning of December. So we sent him just a nice gift because we didn't know what exactly he wants. And he was so shocked that like new person who cares in Pakistan, who would be taking care of him that well. And we just send it and like, hey man, like we really appreciate you. Welcome to the team again. Like we're looking forward to make the incredible results together. The person is on fire. He's doing incredible editings right now for the company. And another thing which is like not less important and more tough, that you have to fire fast. That's what I learned for myself quite hard. By allowed a couple of people staying for quite long in the company because they're awesome dudes. They cool dudes, like he's great. Like why would I fire? No, he's good. But after that we hired CFO, and he built for us the metrics of the all the numbers. and all the real numbers of what exactly that employer cost us and how much he's delivering. So we created all together the metrics which are giving us possibilities to see all the numbers and place the KPIs. In the next 3 months, we found out that our A players actually bad. And we were 44 team members, and we fire 13 team members, and few of them were close to me. And I was thinking they're awesome. It's just like sometimes months is bad, sometimes something else is bad. But actually, we were losing money every single month with them because they were just comfortable that they're awesome dudes. You have to fire fast. This I learned in the hard way. But if you provide into your team the best and flexibilities and possibility to make the high income, especially if they are traveling around the world while they are managing your company, you have to give seriously hard time for people who doesn't follow the KPIs. KPIs are very important. I don't know how we were living first 2 years without KPIs.
I would like to ask one, and this is if in order to maintain company culture, in order to keep the team together, if you have some recommended touch points or structured moments that you have with your team. They can be daily huddles, it can be weekly touch points, it can be, if you have some structured touch points that you think are very critical to keep the team together, especially across time zone.
We are knows the time difference between everyone, and like if someone is traveling, it's his responsibility about the time difference. But of the regular time difference spots, we just making all our meetings on the middle of the day, close to noon, that everyone is comfortable to speak. That's the first thing. Second thing, we have metrics which we created with our CFO almost 2 years ago, and those kind of metrics they has to follow. That's exactly touch points which you're speaking. Before we were like just manually asking to fill up some reports, and it was fine, and we delivering results for our clients. But results, I start seeing that they start fluctuating a lot, and the clients retention, clients churn rate increased, and we decided to do something with that. And this is where our CFO brought to us the full matrix of the numbers, like by metrics, which is media buyers are actually delivering, salespeople are actually delivering, all the department actually what they are doing, how many hours they're spending, and so on. And like these touch points, like helping us. Okay, I see that the media buyer, let's say for example, Nick, he is just going below his KPIs for last couple of days or for last week. I'm just instantly taking the phone and I'm sending audio message to his team leader, like, hey man, Alex, what's happening with Nick? Like, I see that drop downs are there, like, with no reason, like, what's happened? And he like, oh yeah, he has family problems, blah, blah, blah. Like, okay. Before they would tell me, oh, I need to double check. That was before. And now, because they seen that on daily basis as well, they instantly reaching out to person, what's happening? Why it's happening? Like, man, like, oh, I'm fine. No. We see that you're not fine. What exactly is happening? Oh, I just fight with my spouse and I was sleeping in the hotel for like last night. Yeah, so tell us. Like, we understand. So we will put less expectations of him for reason, and the team leader will be handling the stuff which will be not affecting clients' results. That clients' results will be staying the same. But at least, that's the thing. We always saying to ourselves, to each other, like, listen, everything what we have in here, it's on the respect and honestly. If you're not honest with us, you're not good fit. And this is we were learning it a lot on the hard way, but now it's super straight. Like, people sometimes feeling uncomfortable to say, but we instantly finding out the reason. Or just, I tested out this and this, and like nothing doesn't work. We just check the accounts and everything. Yeah, it's true. He just tested, it just didn't work. It just like bad days. It's fine. But when we're seeing that someone is like 1 month go down and we know reasons for that, okay. But after that, the second month not recovering, going the same or even worse, the 3 months criteria, it's more than enough where we like saying, hey man, that's not going to work. On the third month, we had example last year, we were thinking to fire one person. He was like really delivering tough results for the clients for the last 3 months. It was December last year when we said to him, man, unfortunately, but we'll say to you bye. in January if you want to improve your performance. Right now, in according to 2023 round, he's the number one performance media buyer. Number one, because he doesn't want to lose the job, he doesn't want to leave our company, because he knows nobody will provide him that kind of flexibility, nobody will take care of him how we are care. And he delivered the highest revenue base with the good ROI for our clients to compare to whole media buying department. For me, it was incredible example for the last year that I said to my guys, you remember in 2022, we were about to fire him. And like by following the metrics and seeing where is they are not achieving KPIs according to our basic setup. Everyone has access, by the way, to their metrics. Everyone can actually check in daily. That's as well what's bring motivation higher, that they can see their numbers. Sometimes they're so responsible that they see their numbers is going down, and my leader texting to me, I know numbers is going down, but no worries, like Dimitri just texted to me that he is doing whatever it takes just to overtake it. And in a few days we see when the metrics go up. So like they responsible when they see metrics every single day in front of them, their side. It's not just for the leaders, it's for everyone. Everyone has their own metrics in front of them and KPIs which need to be achieved. They're on daily basis, starting day with understanding where they need to go, what's missing. And that's actually a really powerful thing, which is like as a touch points to control the daily, weekly, the team members. When you're building the team, and especially on remote, you need to make sure that you're out of the routines of working with the clients as a CEO, as a founder. It's not because like you are CEO, like I'm gonna be not speaking to that guy or something else. No, your role to be more on building the networks, on bring the revenue to the company, to finding out the best way to bring the revenue, to build the trust, to build the real expert vision in front of the right audience. And your team has to deliver in all the technical high-end results. So then longer you're going to be staying in the chats, longer you will have the sales calls. I just came back from the agency founders event. It was 200 plus agency owners there. And so many of them delivering like $150,000 revenue a month. And they're on the sales calls all the time, or they're in the chats with the clients. One of my good friends, he was there for second year already. He lives in Dubai. Like he delivering around, he's generating around 100K revenue, delivering great results for his clients. But he's managing the ads by himself, and he has only one media buyer to help him. Like, come on! Like he was sitting down on the in the conference, which he paid money. He flew from Dubai to US and was just launching the ads during the speeches of the speakers. Like you have to get out of the operations as fast as possible, because you are actually supposed to be the dumbest person in your company. It doesn't mean that you are dumb. It means you're supposed to hire and grow in people who are going to be much, much smarter than you in application of the needed tasks, and make those tasks much better than you would never ever be able to achieve. So if you're doing great sales, so find out salesperson who's going to be better than you, or you will grow him, you will coach him to become better. If you're a great media buyer, find out media buyer who will match your criteria and just coach him and make him real killer, that you won't be like able just to follow like what he's doing. Like that's the way how you become the dumbest person in the room with your teammates, and but nobody can beat you as a CEO, because you are everywhere. You are the revenue driven person. You are strategist person, and all the other people, they just know their workflow, work duties much better than you could. And that's why then faster you're going to be do that, then faster you will grow, then easier you'll grow, and less mistakes you will make.
Thank you very much for sharing this, Anatoliy. And thank you everybody for participating, and have a great rest of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Francesco. Appreciate it. Have a good day. Bye-bye.